Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Minnesota Vikings. On the visiting sideline, their head coach, are winners of 2 straight. On the other side is Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of the The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And able to get this out to the 25. And number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Baltimore, first down.
The Ravens at 3 and 5, 2 games under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 30.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
Here is 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
Jordan Stout in punt formation for the Ravens.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And here's Rodgers on the return. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
2nd and 10.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step back and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
And the Vikings, first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week, 22 carries, 87 yards. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Trenton Simpson. Well, he just flew in there to drop him.
Brings up third down.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing is McCarthy. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that's caught inside the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
First down.
On play action. Now McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
11 more yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 11-yard line.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he stopped immediately there. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the Vikings first down.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. Now McCarthy. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying the power game with Hale. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
Right at the line of
So
scrimmage.
now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings! Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
22, Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 19 carries, 80 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 22 yards. And a Raven first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He's across midfield.
Look at this defense for the Vikings. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked third in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
23 yards the pickup there.
And a Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Ravens.
A first down carry for Henry. Running right through him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Jackson will keep it. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Baltimore first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Derrick Henry, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
At their own
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Looking to throw McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. To the air with McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. The Vikings on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time it's 3rd and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
J.J. McCarthy sacked.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Henry, the ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Raven first down.
Jackson running again. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Ravens.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Here's Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 46. In motion right is Addison. And that one too wide and incomplete.
On the throwaway.
Here's second and 10.
Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They made a nice effort. It's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Well, they needed two. They could only get one. Fourth down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Touchdown. Josh Oliver, 34 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Incomplete.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Henry up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. Now it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers.
Jackson's pass.
From just shy of midfield, here's second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at their 49-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Tyler Luke on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Remains tied.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll go again to Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
29-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
McCarthy going to sneak it. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Vikings 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
10 yards.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Mason going to get it on 1st down. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
13 more yards.
Jones is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He sets up the screen to Jones. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, Do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
now
3.
Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
That's good.
Here's Jackson to throw. He finds Bateman over the middle. Now 2nd and 3.
Jackson's pass complete to Rashad Bateman. A 7-yard pickup brings up
Jackson.
2nd and 3 at their 48.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
For Rashad Bateman, incomplete.
To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
A 7-yard gain.
Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
Our look around the league.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A gain of
3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. McCarthy. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Wester on the return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
They've hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
McCarthy off the play fake.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, McCarthy.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, now McCarthy.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
It's a loss of
The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
At the 38-yard line.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Now McCarthy.
The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35.
35. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
A loss of 6.
Mike Green.
Brings up 2nd and
Credit
16
him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Here's McCarthy.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And the Ravens taking the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Baltimore.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Here's Jackson.
2nd and a yard. At the
toward the pylon, caught. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A gain of 3 yards.
Henry is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the Vikings' 4-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. Operating from the gun, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all.
17.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. Does those set up 3rd and manageable?
In every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? but I like the way you described that one. Just getting to a third manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones.
Aaron Jones on the
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
7-yard line. A gain of a yard.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Now he's going to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
For the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
Ravens 17.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Jordan Addison back out now as the Vikings offense set to take possession.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Again, it's Jones. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
brings up 3rd and 13.
To the air with McCarthy.
And that's caught inside the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And room there to work it inside the 25. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the delay, Jones. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the
16-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A gain of 4
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard
So
line.
1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. Oh, able to avoid him. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Makes the score Vikings.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
Now it's Jackson.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Baltimore 1st down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Now it's Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Andrew Van Ginkel.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get nothing out of that one. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Jackson from the shotgun. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Raven first down.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Henry, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
27, Ravens.
So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
To kick off for Baltimore.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Vikings offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 32.
In motion left, that's Thielen. Off play action. McCarthy completes this to Addison out left. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
A gain of 10 yards.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
43-yard line.
Sticking with a pass, here's McCarthy. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
A loss of 7.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout
at the 50-yard line.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd down, here's the option. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they'll indeed take a knee. On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. leads to 3rd and 11.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. There's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Oh, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Vikings,